Well, in a week when the Liberal Party has been in the headlines for all the wrong reasons in terms of its relationship with Indian Australians, I really like this next story, and it involves a special guest who we have in the studio today. I think you could fairly describe him as a modern success story of multiculturalism. He is an example of the rich contribution that migrants have made to Australia by coming here and having a real crack, putting in, taking risks, starting businesses. His name is Singh, and at a time when there's a discussion about whether any Indians would be prepared to support the Liberal Party in light of the Jacinta Price furor, well, KD's not only a member of the Liberal Party, he's also a candidate for the upper house pre-selections that are currently going on for the Libs, which will be decided tomorrow, and we've got him in the studio here. KD, good morning. Thank you for coming in.
Good morning, Dave. It's good to be here.
And really good to chat to you again. We spoke on the phone a couple of days ago, and I liked what you said to me. You arrived here in 2008 with one wife, one son, and 3 suitcases.
That's correct.
And things have taken on a bit of a life of their own since then.
Yes, then I was blessed with twin boys here.
So
and
3 sons?
3 sons, and yeah, I think the count of suitcases have gone wide, so... Yes, can't complain. I've been very blessed and very fortunate, and the country has been very welcoming to me.
And your business success, it's involved working as a financial planner. You've also got a property, a tourism-related property in Clare. I know your wife works in the hospitality and food.
She's a chef.
She's a chef in the food industry.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about the experience of coming here as a migrant, because the big deal deciding to basically turn your back on the country where you were born and move to the other side of the world to start afresh, isn't it?
It is. I always looked Australia as a land of opportunity, and since my childhood, I was fantasizing, staying there, coming here, and becoming an Australian. And when the time was right, when I was able to do it, and honestly, when I got the visa, I decided to move with my family. So when I came here in 2008, I was pretty much starting from the scratch. I used to work with a big bank in India as a very senior position. I was a assistant vice president. But when I landed in Australia, I knew no one. I was starting from scratch. My first job was a teller in ANZ Bank.
Yeah, right.
So, yes, the story started unfolding from there, and then wanted to invest in businesses. We started a small restaurant. We worked in a supermarket. And then in 2012, I started my own mortgage broking firm after leaving ANZ. And since then, it's going on and rewarding. And now I think it is time for me to step down from business and give back to the community. It's this, for me, stepping into the public life is bigger than politics. It is about giving every South Australian a voice, strengthening families, building a future we can all be proud of. And I think Liberal Party is the best party to go with.
Have you been saddened this week by some of the debate at the federal level? I mean, obviously, there's been a bit of an upheaval. Do you think that people have made some sort of baseless conclusions about Indian people, saying, oh, this is how they'd vote, and maybe there's too many of them? What are your thoughts on the discussion that's been happening federally?
Yeah, it is definitely unfortunate, and that people have kind of minced the words, and they shouldn't have said what actually came out. But it's an absolute truth that Indian Australians have made a significant contribution in Australian economy, Australian culture, and Australian security. So, and I think that's one of the reasons I'm thinking that everywhere there's Indians we see in supermarket, grocery store, in hospitality. The only place we don't see is in Parliament, and that's exactly what I'm trying to bridge the gap. That they are the second largest minority now. So, and
1.2 million.
1.2, and they have actually doubled in last 10 years.
Yeah.
So but the representation is still nil.
Yeah.
So the source of all this controversy earlier this week was some Redbridge polling that came out that suggested that Indian community, the Indian Australians, vote in favour of Labor by 85%. 85% voted Labor. That was the Redbridge estimate. Some other pollsters have said it's not quite that high, but either way, that's the sense, is that there's this leaning. Why do you think that's the case? And then why are you then bucking the trend and going to the more conservative side of politics?
Well, see, as much as I disagree to agree, but that's somewhere it is true that the migrant population has more leaned towards labor. But I believe that the natural choice for any migrant should be liberal because of the core policies of freedom, democracy, the reward for risk-taking. You know, we came from a different country to call Australia home. I think that's the biggest risk of anyone's life. And then we invest into small businesses. We would like to get rewarded. We need freedom. We need the good education for our children. We need the security for our family. Well, that's the entire liberal charter. So I believe that somewhere down the line, we need to educate them more. I think that's what is lacking, and that's what I intend to do to create more awareness about the liberal policies, to create more awareness about why liberal should be the first choice of migrants. So yes, I am pretty sure that next time I'm sitting in this place, this ratio would change.
Well, Katie, we wish you all the best, and you'd be a brave person trying to predict how the Liberal factions are going to organise anything, so who knows what will happen tomorrow, but the vote is on tomorrow. My mail is that the joint ticket between the moderates and the Nicole Flint, Heidi Girolamo arm of the party, Conservative side, they've got you at number 4 on the ticket. I was told that by somebody else this morning. We don't know what the hard right's got to say yet. They're having their meeting tonight, but you're in the hunt, and you've come to Australia with noble intentions and a proven track record of making a big contribution. So good on you, mate. And we might be talking to you soon as
Thank you, Dave.
Singh, MLC.
Thank you so much. I don't know what about the predictions are and what their source of information is, but yes, whatever happens tomorrow.
We get all sorts of texts here at the 5AA Brekkie Show, so good luck to you. Thank you,
guys. Thanks for having me.
Good on you.